everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends Spider-Man Infinite Series 6-inch Venom figure. Now this figure is part of the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure wave. It's brand new. It just came out. Big Bad Toy Store has it in stock now. So if you want to get it, I would go there to order it because, as I said, they actually have them in stock now. This figure comes packaged in a window box packaging, very similar but a little bit different. We've actually got a new design. This is technically the first wave of Marvel Legends for 2016, so we've got a little bit different packaging than what we have seen. You've got the Build-A-Figure logo up at the very top. You've got a new Legends series logo at the top of the packaging as well. The figure is still clearly displayed in a window box packaging like with previous Marvel Legends. And then you've got the Spider-Man logo down below with the name of the character Venom. On the side we have some art for Venom, same art on both sides, and then on the back we have an image of the figure posed a little bit with the alternate head with the tongue out. We've got a brief bio in multiple languages, and then down below it shows us all the figures in this wave. So I'm going to be taking a look at this figure today, and then I will be looking at the rest of the figures over the course of the next few days, starting right after Christmas. Okay, so let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging. Now before we look at the figure, I just want to take a second, wish you all a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. As I'm filming this, it's the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, so I just wanted to take a second, wish you all a good holiday. So getting back to the figure does come with a number of accessories. So first of all, he does come with 2 heads for the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure, and we're going to look more closely at these when we actually get to the Absorbing Man, which will be the final review we do for the figures in this wave. So I'm going to set these aside for now. For the figure itself, it comes with a Venom alternate head, so the head attached to the figure when you take it out of the packaging is just the regular Venom face with the smile. Many of you have dubbed this figure the Todd McFarlane Venom because this is very similar to how McFarlane drew it when the character first debuted back during Amazing Spider-Man 298, I think it was. So you get that head, the regular head with just the smile, and it looks like the teeth on that one are more just painted on. But with this alternate head, which has the mouth open and the tongue sticking out, it looks like the teeth are actually individually sculpted, which I really like that detailing. I think that looks really good. Paint applications are good for the most part. The green slime, especially this part on his teeth and kind of dripping over his lips, does look more like just paint than actual slime, but from afar it doesn't look too bad. The slime on his tongue I think looks pretty good. I think I could have done without the slime on his teeth if they'd just done the slime on the tongue. I think that would have been a little better, but for the most part it still looks pretty good. Solid paint with the white on the eyes, and then I like how they sculpted the wrinkles over the eyes. That gives it some nice added detail. So I really like this alternate head that he comes with. And then he also comes with 2 different sets of hands. So he comes with the hands with like the claws out. So again, when McFarlane first drew him, he kind of had almost like claws with his hands, and so that's the hands that are attached to the figure. And then we get a pair of closed-fisted hands, and you know, we get the little white markings on the gloves, and then the little black dot even, so nice detailing there. And it's really easy to switch out the heads. You just pull it off, the heads are attached to ball joints, and then you just pop on the alternate head. So there you go. Okay, so for the figure itself, I think Hasbro's done a nice job with the sculpting for the most part. Looks pretty true to how McFarlane drew the character back in the day. Now this mold, this body mold, is essentially a reuse of the Hyperion and the Gladiator molds. So it's actually more in keeping with Gladiator. It's the same body. Basically all 3 of these figures share the same upper body and legs and arms, but then Venom has the same feet as Gladiator. Now they have different hands and different heads obviously, but basically this figure is a reuse of the Gladiator figure. But I think that looks pretty good for Venom. Venom was a pretty big character, so I think this larger mold is a good fit for the Venom character. So I just want to make a quick correction here. I had said that the feet were the same between Gladiator and Venom, and the upper part, you know, the boot part of the foot here where, you know, the thigh down is the same as the Gladiator, but the actual foot itself, for some reason, they gave it a different foot, and I'm not sure what foot this is, but it looks a little funny, and this is what kind of drew my attention to it. When you look at the figure from the side, the foot actually sticks out, the heel actually sticks out past the leg, and so it looks a little funny from the side, and it is an actual different foot than the one used on Gladiator. Paint applications are basic. It's just a solid black color. There's no real wash effect or anything, and then you've got the white, but you know, pretty clean on the white, not much in the way of sloppiness or paint errors on the figure. You do have the 2 holes on the back of the figure, since this was originally used for Hyperion and he had the cape. I think this head is more McFarlane-ish than the open mouth with tongue McFarlane. This head almost reminds me more of how Eric Larson drew the character. I think he tended to draw the character more with the tongue out like that than McFarlane. So this figure stands at about 7 inches tall. Okay, and here's a comparison with several other Venom figures that have been done by Hasbro and Toy Biz over the years. So we've got, this is a Toy Biz one. This was previously my favorite Venom figure, I think. And then we've got another Toy Biz, and then we have the Agent Venom figure and the Superior Venom figure that Hasbro have done. So I'm actually really digging this new Venom. I think this will be my new go-to Venom figure from now on. And here's the newest Carnage figure from Hasbro next to the new Venom, and I think these 2 figures go together pretty well as far as scale and everything. Now I will say I would have kind of liked to have seen maybe if they had done some tentacles for Venom like they did with Carnage. I think that would have been kind of cool. And just for a final comparison, here's the new Venom next to several different Spider-Man figures. So we've got the black costume symbiote Spider-Man that Hasbro did a couple years ago. We're going to be getting a new version of that here soon. This is the most recent pizza-eating Spider-Man figure that Hasbro did, and I think the scale, again, between Venom, this new Venom, and Spider-Man is good, and then an older Toy Biz Spider-Man. Okay, so articulation is pretty good on the figure. If you have like the Hyperion figure, you know what to pretty much expect, but we'll go over it. Head's on a ball joint, so he can look left and he can look right good. He's got the hinge, so he's got good up and down movement with the head as well. Can't really pivot the head, but good up and down movement. Arms are attached with your standard ball hinge joint at the shoulder, so you can get the arms all the way out. He's got good rotation at the arm. He's got the bicep swivel. He's got a double jointed elbow, so good bending at the elbow. And then he's got the rotation at the wrists, and he also has hinges, so good up and down movement with the hands. He's got the midsection ab crunch joint, so he's got good up and down movement there at the ab crunch. He's also got a waist swivel. You've got that clicky there at the waist. Legs are attached with ball joints, so he can do the splits good, he can get his leg forward good, and he can do his leg back a little bit, but you kind of have to do it out and back if you really want to get the leg back at all. He's got the thigh swivel, he's got the double jointed knee, so good bending at the knee. He's got the swivel at the boot cuff, and then he's got the hinges on the feet, so good up and down movement, and then he does have ankle pivot. And 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet. So that's my review. I really like this figure. When I first saw it at San Diego Comic-Con this past summer, I was a little iffy on it. I thought, you know, again, maybe it needed some more like tendrils or something like that. And again, I still think it would be kind of cool if they had added something like that. In fact, you could probably take something like the tendrils off the Superior Venom figure, or maybe even Agent Venom, and stick it on the back, since he does have those holes. But it would have been kind of cool if they had added some more of that. But otherwise, I think this is a really nice looking figure. If you're a fan of that original kind of design for Venom back in the day when McFarlane and such were drawing him, then I think this is a figure you'll definitely want to add to the collection. Good articulation, good size. Yes, it's a reuse of an existing mold, but I think it's a good choice for Venom. So this figure is out now. At least it is available online at Big Bad Toy Store. I don't think any physical stores have yet to get this wave in stock, but probably will shortly after the new year. We'll have a full gallery of images of the figure up at marvelousnews.com. There's a link in the description below. And as always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And until next time, I'll catch you later.